Welcome to What the Tech, where we cut through the hype to get to the news you can actually use. And today, we're diving into a massive shift happening in the workplace, one that's playing out right there on your computer screen.
Okay, get this, your mouse movements, every single one of your keystrokes. Meta, yep, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, wants to use all of it to train its AI. They're rolling out this new software for their US employees that captures pretty much everything they do on their work computers. And let's be clear, this isn't just about, tracking productivity. Oh no, this is all about feeding the next generation of artificial intelligence. So what's this thing actually called? Officially, it's the Model Capability Initiative, or MCI for short. Think of it like this quiet little tool just running in the background, logging how employees interact with all their work apps and websites. And it has one and only one very specific goal in mind: to build smarter AI.
So what's it actually collecting? I mean, what are we really talking about here? Well, in short, pretty much everything. And I mean everything. We're talking about every little mouse wiggle, every single click, every keystroke, and to top it all off, even occasional snapshots of your entire screen. It is a literal fire hose of data, all designed to create this incredibly detailed map of how we humans actually get work done.
Okay, so you've got to be asking, why? Why go to these incredible lengths? Well, according to Meta's own internal documents, this has nothing to do with your annual performance review. Nope, it's about a much, much bigger and way more automated vision for the future of work.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Meta's own Chief Technology Officer, Andrew Bosworth, he lays it out crystal clear. He says, "The vision we are building towards is one where our agents primarily do the work, and our role is to direct, review, and help them improve." Wow. I mean, this is all part of what they're calling an Agent Transformation Accelerator. The end game here? To create AI agents that can do the work for you, turning human employees from doers into AI managers.
But still, why does the AI need all this messy human data? Well, it's because right now AI models are actually surprisingly clumsy when it comes to the subtle, nuanced ways we use our computers. I mean, they really struggle with things we just do without thinking, like, picking the right thing from a drop-down menu, or using a keyboard shortcut, or navigating a super complex series of clicks. All this data is supposed to teach the AI the sequence, the timing, and the context of how real work actually gets done.
Now, as you can probably imagine, a data collection program this thorough is going to raise some massive red flags. We're talking about huge privacy and legal questions. And the rules for this stuff, they change dramatically depending on where you happen to be in the world. And when you look at the legality, you see this stark contrast. Over in the United States, there's no big federal law that stops this kind of monitoring, as long as employees are told it's happening. But in the European Union, it's a whole different ballgame. The GDPR heavily restricts it, and some countries like Italy and Germany flat out prohibit keystroke logging. So what does that mean? It means a program like MCI is probably A-OK in the US, but would almost certainly be breaking the law over in Europe.
And the experts? They are definitely taking notice. As law professor Ifeoma Ajino points out, this move basically expands a level of minute-by-minute surveillance, something that used to be just for, say, delivery drivers and gig workers, and brings it right into the professional, white-collar office. That's a huge and honestly kind of startling shift in what workplace monitoring looks like. Hey, by the way, if you're getting something out of this breakdown, do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button for the What the Tech channel. And we'd love to hear your take on all this, so drop a comment below. Seriously, we read every single one.
All right, so let's get down to brass tacks. This brings us to the most practical question, the news you can use part of our show. If you find yourself in a workplace that's being monitored like this, what can you actually do about it?
Okay, so the experts suggest 4 key steps. Number 1, read the policy. Always ask for the company's data collection policy in writing so you know exactly what the rules are. Number 2, request transparency. Ask who gets to see your raw data and what they're using it for. Number 3, and honestly, this is the big one, limit your exposure. Just use your personal phone or computer for anything private. And for sure, avoid typing personal passwords on your work machine. And finally, number 4, document your concerns. If you're worried, keep a record of any chats you have with HR or legal about your privacy.
Now, Meta does say that they have safeguards in place to protect sensitive content, but they haven't actually specified what those safeguards are. And that lack of detail, that's a major sticking point for privacy advocates. They argue that, without any transparency, those assurances are pretty much impossible to verify.
So when you step back and look at the whole thing,
This situation really brings us to a fundamental conflict that's right at the heart of AI development, this constant trade-off between progress and privacy.
So here's the core dilemma, right? On one side, the goal is to build better AI that can automate all the boring, tedious tasks and make us all more efficient. And to do that, you need real data from real users. But on the other side, the cost is this constant, kind of invasive employee surveillance. It can capture private information, and let's be honest, it shifts the balance of power heavily toward the employer.
So that's the central question we want to leave you with. Is this level of constant workplace monitoring an acceptable price to pay for the next generation of AI? This whole debate is really just getting started, and you can bet it's going to shape the future of work for every single one of us. Thanks for watching What the Tech.